In today's video, we will be seeing some examples of linear equations and how to solve them. So let's begin. First of all, let us understand what is the meaning of a linear equation. So for example, I have an equation of this kind. X plus 3 is equal to 7. You can see the power of x is 1. So such type of equations where the highest degree is 1 is called a linear equation. So we have this a linear equation and we have to solve it. And what we mean by solving it is to get the value of the variable. Here the variable is x. So how do we get the value of x here is by taking the number on the right hand side. So what we get is this 3 when we take it on the right hand side will become minus. That is plus becomes minus. So 7 minus 3 is 4. So we get our answer 4. This is how equations which are linear equations are solved. For example, I have again y plus 2 is equal to 3. Here again you can see the power of y is 1. So such type of an equation is called a linear equation. And how do you solve this? By just taking 2 this side by cross multiplying it and you get 2 into 3. So the answer is 6. Let's take another example. 4y plus 7 is equal to 39. Now how do we do it is by taking the number on the right hand side and leaving the variable on the left hand side. So we get 39 which is plus 7 when it comes here will become minus 7. So we get 4y is equal to 32. And then how do you get the value of y is by taking the 4 down. When it goes on the other side it becomes the denominator. So 32 upon 4 which is 8. So this is how this equation gets solved. Next, let us take another example. Let us say 3p is equal to p plus 4 upon 5. Now you can see the variable is there on both the sides, the left hand side as well as the right hand side. So when such is the case, we take all the variables on one side so it becomes easier to solve. So this p which is on the right hand side, we will take it to the left hand side. So there is a plus p. When it comes on the left hand side, it will become minus p. So you should remember whenever you're moving any term from the left hand side to the right hand side or from the right hand side to the left hand side, the sign will change. So plus p has become minus p is equal to 4 upon 5. So 3p minus p. Now you can see wherever there is nothing is 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2p. 2p is 4 upon 5. Now I want to get the value of p. So now this 2 when it comes this side will become division because this is 2 into p. So multiplication becomes division. Like how we saw addition becomes subtraction and subtraction becomes addition. Similarly multiplication becomes division. So this 2 will go in the denominator. And then we have it as like this 1 upon 2. Here it was 2 upon 1 and when it comes on the other side it becomes the reciprocal 1 upon 2. And now you can cancel this. So the answer that you get is 2 upon 5. So this is how it got solved. Let us take one more example where the variables are there on both the sides. Let us say 8x is equal to 20 plus 3x. So now we can see x is on both the sides. We take this x also on the left hand side. And what happens is the plus will become a minus. So 8x minus 3x is 5x. 5x is equal to 20. And now taking the 5 on this side will become a division. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So we got the value of x as 4. This is how linear equations in one variable are solved. Let's take some more little complex examples. Let us say I have 3x plus 5 upon 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3. Now you can see both the sides are having a ratio. And to solve this, what we do is we cross multiply. We multiply 3 with this ratio and 1 with this ratio. So what we get is 3. 3x plus 5 is equal to 1. 2x plus 1. Okay. Now what we do to solve this, we have to open the bracket. That is this 3 we multiply with both the terms. So 3 into 3 is 9x. 3 into 5 is 15. And 1 into anything is the same number. So 1 into 2x is 2x. 1 into 1 is 1. Now you can see we got a simple linear equation in one variable. But you can see x is there on both the sides and numbers are also there on both the sides. So what we do is we collect the x on one side and the numbers on one side. So what I do is 9x I write as it is. Now this 2x I take it to the left hand side. Plus 2x will become minus 2x. Now on the right hand side I have 1, so I'm writing this 1. Now this number 15, I don't want it on the left hand side, I will take it to the right hand side. Plus 15 will become minus 15, right? So 9 minus 2 is 7x, and 1 minus 15 is 14 with the sign of the bigger number. Bigger number 15 has a minus sign, so 14 also has a minus sign. Now how do we get the value of x? Is by taking this 7 down in the denominator, and when you will cancel it, you will get the answer minus 2, right? So whichever form the equation is given, either it is given directly in the form of an equation or it is given in the form of a fraction, you can cross multiply and bring it into a simpler form, whereby you can take the variables on one side, the numbers on one side, and then solve. Let's still go one step ahead and let's take another example. Let's take a fraction, a number which has fractions on both the sides. Let us say 6x plus 7 upon 3x plus 2, 4x plus 5 upon 2x plus 3. Now how to solve this is by cross multiplying. So always write the binomials in the bracket. So this is how this one gets multiplied with this. Now 4x plus 5 gets multiplied by 3x plus 2. Let's open the bracket. This is nothing but multiplying a binomial with a binomial. I have done some videos before of multiplication of polynomials. Any confusion, you can always go and look at those videos. Where it says is that this first number should be multiplied by both the numbers in the second bracket, and then the second number should be multiplied by both the numbers of the second bracket. So let's begin. 6 into 2 is 12, x into x is x square, then 6 into 3 is 18x. Now with 7, 14x, and 7 into 3 is 21. Let's go to the right hand side. 4 into 3 is 12x square, 4 into 2 is 8x. Now this one with this, 15x and 10. Now what we do is we take all the x terms on the left hand side. So we already have this 18x plus 14x will be 32x. Now this 12x square, when it comes on the left hand side, will become minus. Now similarly these two numbers also, when they will come on the left hand side, will become minus. We have 10 here, and this 21 when it comes on the right hand side will become minus. Now 12x square can get cancelled because one is plus and one is minus. So now what we have is 32x minus. Now this 8x and 15x we have to add because both are minus and give it a minus sign. So 23x. 10 minus 21 is minus 11. Again one number is plus, one is minus. So we do subtraction and give the sign of the bigger number. So 32 minus 23x is 9x is equal to minus 11. So how do you get the value of x? By taking the 9 down. So this is how you get the answer. Not necessary that every time you will get an integer. You can even get a fraction as an answer. So this is how you solve the linear equation. Even if fractions are given, you can cross multiply and make them into a simpler equations. Let's do some more examples of this. Let us say I have another example. 1 upon 4x plus 1 upon 6x is equal to x minus 7. Now here you can see it's a mixed number. There are some integers, some plain linear equations, you have some rational numbers. So in this step, what we do is, the first step is to eliminate the denominator. That is, we should remove the denominators. And how do you remove the denominators is by multiplying. So now you have to decide by which number should I multiply so that these numbers go off. So you have to look for a number which will be present in the table of 4 also and in the table of 6 also. Or in other words, you can find out the LCM. Now let us say LCM, we start with 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Then we go with 2 again, 1 and 3. Then with 3, so you see we end up having 1 and 1. So what is the LCM? 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Check. See, 12 comes in the table of 4, 12 comes in the table of 6 also, right? So if we multiply by 12, definitely we will be able to remove the denominators. Now this multiplication by 12 should be done to each and every term, right? So you can see there are 4 terms. So we will be multiplying each and every term with 12. So let's start. So first one, 1 into 12 upon 4x. Now this also, 1 into 12 upon 6x is equal to 12 into x minus 7 into 12. So you can see all the 4 terms I have multiplied by 12. Now I can cancel this. So what remains here is only 3x, And this denominator is also gone. What is remained is only 2x. You can see 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 3 is 3. Now here what I get is 12x minus 84. Right? Now 3 plus 2 is 5x. So 5x is equal to 12 minus 84. Now to solve this, I have to take the x on the left hand side. Plus will become minus is equal to minus 84. You remember there's a minus sign here with 84. So you should not leave this. Signs have to be carried along with the number wherever they go, left and right, right? So leave the sign along with it. So now 5x minus 12x is minus 7x, right? 1 is plus, 1 is minus. So we do the subtraction, 12 minus 5, 7, and give it the sign of the bigger number. Okay. Now to get the value of x, this minus 7, I will take it down. So minus 84 divided by minus 7. Now you can see minus sign up and down will get cancelled, and 7 and 84 also I can get cancelled. So the answer that I get is x is equal to 12. Right? So even if these mixed numbers are there, what do you do is remove the denominators. How do you remove the denominator is by multiplying by a number which will be present in the table of both these numbers. And how do you do that? By taking LCM. And if you are finding it difficult for taking LCM, then what you can do is 6 into 4 is 24. Then you can multiply the entire fraction with 24 also, and then at the end step you can cancel. I can show you that also. Let us say I'm multiplying by 24. So 24 upon 4x, 24 upon 6x is equal to 24x minus 7 into 24. So now you can see this will get cancelled 6, this will get cancelled 4. So what remains here is 6x plus 4x is equal to 24x minus, now multiply this is 7 4s are 28, 2, 7 2s are 14, and 2 is 168. So 6 plus 4 is 10x is equal to 24x minus 168. Now we take the 24 this side. So you have 10x minus 24 is equal to, so you can see you are getting slightly bigger numbers here, but they will get cancelled. So 10x minus 24 is nothing but minus 14x is equal to minus 168, right? So what we get, x is equal to minus 168 divided by minus 14. Now this negative sign gets cancelled. Now these numbers, let us just cancel by the table of 7. 7 2s are 14, 7 2s are 14 and 24. 7 4s are 28. Now again 2 and then again cancel x. So again we got answer as 12. So you can see what answer we had got earlier, x upon x is equal to 12. We are getting the same answer. Only thing is here is, if you are not removing the LCM, you will have to do a slight bigger number multiplication than here. So both the methods are correct. Whichever you find easy, you can do. Okay. Let's take one last sum of this. Let us say I have 8x minus 3 upon 3x is equal to 2. This is a very simple sum. Now, you can see wherever there is nothing, denominator there is 1. So we again cross multiply. So 1 into 8x minus 3, and on the right hand side 2 will get multiplied with this denominator 3x, right? So this is how the multiplication goes. So 1 into 8x is 8x, 1 into minus 3 is minus 3, 2 into 3 is 6x. Now what we do, x we take on the left hand side, number on the right hand side. So first we write what we already have on the left hand side, 8x. Now 6x when I take it on the left hand side will become minus. Now this minus 3 when it comes this side will become 3. So 8x minus 6x is nothing but 2x is equal to 3. So x will be equal to, taking the 2 down, 3 upon 2. This is how linear equations are solved. You can see everywhere whichever sums we have solved, nowhere the degree was more than 1. It is always 1. So either it is a very simple equation given as we had done earlier in this page. You can see simple equations were given. We just had to rearrange the terms, taking all the variables on the left hand side, numbers on the right hand side, or fractions were given on both the sides. We were cross multiplying and getting into a simple equation, right? Or mixed numbers were given, some fractions and some integers, and what we were doing was removing the denominator by multiplying by the LCM, or by multiplying the two denominators like I did it here, 6 into 4, 24, and then multiplying the entire equation by 24. And then you will get slightly bigger number, but on cancellation you will always get the same number. So if you have any confusion in finding LCM, you can follow this method also. But this is okay when there are small numbers. When you have 5 or 6 different numbers, then this method becomes a little tedious method, and finding LCM becomes a easier method. Okay, so this is how you can solve equations in one variable. So if this is properly understood, then in the next video we go to equations having two variables. Here you can see in equation there was only one variable x, but we have some equations where you can have both variables, x also and y also. Then how do we solve those equations? We will be seeing in the next video. Thank you.